This your Monday guy Coley, and this week you feel me, we answering questions. I hope y'all having good holidays and semesters finishing up. You feel me? So I'm gonna just read these questions off and answer them one by one. Give my opinion on everything. All right. So number one, number one. When did you know you were transgender, and how did you know for sure? All right. So um, shit. I didn't just know. I found like a transgender male page on Instagram um, when I was just on Instagram randomly, and I was like, "Yo, these dudes used to be girls." Like I was like, "Damn," and I was like, "That's me." Like automatically. That as soon as I saw that page and I saw, I realized the definition of transgender. I got on YouTube, started watching some YouTube channels, and noticed how it's a lot of white boys telling their story. Nothing wrong with that, but you know that's not what I could relate to. So that's what made me want to do mine on YouTube. But anyways, yeah, I just seen a page on Instagram. When I found out that these dudes used to be girls, when I found out what transgender meant, and I started watching the YouTube T updates and the surgeries and all that, I was like, oh, that's me. I know why I feel like I don't belong. Why I feel like I'm not really a stud and stuff like that. Like I just knew. I'm like, yeah, that's me. Like just off tops. It's like right when I found out, I knew. But in the beginning, I didn't. What was your coming to experience like? Yep, that's what I'm getting to. So, what was your coming to experience like? I hope it's supposed to say that. In the beginning, I was mad ashamed. Like I was kind of in denial. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna transition and like just throw away all my baby pictures and shit. Like just deny who I was before. And then like I had to really reevaluate like how I'm gonna throw away how I lived. I was 17. That was in 2014, and that was about around February March 2014. Did I say 14? 2014 was when I found the page or whatever. And I was mad ashamed. I'm just like, what am I just gonna deny 17 years of my life and just start lying and stuff? Like I had to reevaluate. That's why I feel when a lot of like I feel how other transgender males feel when they feel like they want to be stealth and when they feel like they scared or they might not understand themselves. That's why I'm always just like you got to take the time and get ready to understand who you are and what your trans identity means to you. That's basically what I had to do. I had to do like a self-cultivated thing. That's why I'm always putting paragraphs on Instagram. That's what I had to go through, just make sure that I was secure and I believed and I knew who I was, so that regardless of what anybody say to me about my trans identity, like what Aiden just posted on Instagram, somebody a lesbian talking about she'll never see him as a man. When you get to that point in your life where you know who you are, regardless of what anybody say, you ain't never gonna question your manhood. And I had to get to that point. And when I got there, then I was happy about being a transgender male. I was ashamed at first, and now I'm happier than ever. Alright, so I'm in a situation where I cannot come out. Therefore, transition is out of question. How do I deal with the thought that my body will never be the way I want it to be because of my inability to transition? Start with your perspective on it. In the beginning, I want to transition and just be done, right? But just think of this as a part of your journey. You going through it now. When you get to the point in your life, you will never say never. You're going to be able to transition one day. For now, think of the man that you are already. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to take testosterone or get some surgery, alter shit on your body to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Think of the internal you, the part of you, you're a man on the inside. Work on the type of man that you are. Work on like your character as a man. What type of man do you want to be? You can work on all those things. The only thing that's going to change is physically what people see, but we know that the more important things of a person and their character is on the inside. So work on you as a person on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Work on the type of man that you are or that you see yourself being. And don't necessarily think of all your parts as female parts and shit. Like, they're just parts. Everything is socially constructed. some trans men still have vaginas. You know, you're gonna say that they half man and half women. Like, don't try to change your perspective on the way your body is, also. Because if you keep just thinking like, oh, I hate myself, I'm never gonna be able to transition, try to take a more positive perspective to that. That's what I would say. And as far as, if I knew your age and your situation, I'd kind of say more. But you can hit me up if you're watching this video. You can hit me up if we can talk more. Um, how do you feel at this moment in your life seeing yourself? Well, shit. I'm looking in the camera right now. I feel good. I'm happy. That's funny because actually I've been around my parents a lot lately. And they said like I'm happier now, and I'm just more open. Like, I'm just jolly and shit. Like, I'm happy. I'm happier than I've ever been. Um, um, I want to transition, but not sure how to start. How do I go about doing that? This is like 101 trans guy stuff. Like, this is the question you get the most. Well, it depends on what state you're in. Some states out here you don't gotta go to counseling. What I did, I was just like this person. I did not know how to start, so I just went to my regular doctor. I was like, Mom, make me an appointment. I need to go to a doctor. I went to my doctor and I was like, yo, I think I'm transgender. And then your doctor ain't gonna know shit about transgender. They don't know shit about that, but they do have the resources. They can tell you what steps to take to go there. So that would be my advice. Go to the doctor that you have now and tell them that you feel transgender, and they will set you in the right direction because they'll know like your requirements. Like, for me, I had to go to counseling, but maybe your doctor where you're at, you don't have to go to counseling first. So definitely you should go to your doctor and find out like the steps you need to take to get there. What if you want to go on T but not go through surgery? Any rough prices? Oh, is that one question? I don't know. I'll answer the first one. What if you want to go on T but not go through surgery? Where, like, transgender don't mean surgery. That's just a stigma. You can be on T. I know a trans guy right now that I'm in college with that wants no surgery and just has T. Go for it. Like, if that's what you want to do, you feel me? Do it. You don't need surgery to be transgender. You transgender without T and without surgery. T and surgery do not make you trans. You are fine where you're at. If you just want to take T and no surgery, go your own path. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel like you got to get surgery because everybody else do. That's like cliche or some shit. Like, nah. You don't need to do anything to be trans. Trans is from within. You feel me? It's not the appearance. We may alter our appearances, but it's really from within. So if you just want T and you don't want no surgery, that's fine. You still a man. You feel me? Any rough prices for T? I don't know. I know that for my situation, my insurance pays half and I pay half. That's all I know. I don't know the amounts of the half that we pay. So, this is the stupidest question in life. It says, "How do you pee?" And I got the best answer for this. Hold on. I got the best answer for this though. God, that's good. Out of a hole. Out of a hole. That's my answer. Which bathroom do you use? Well, I use the male restroom, and I go in the stall. What I'm trying to say. What does your family think? I'm more happy now, and that I don't know. I don't know what they think. I think my parents. I think they understand certain things, about my transition and transgender identity, but I don't think they understand everything about it. I don't go through a whole trans 101. Change my pronouns. Understand that I'm your son. That's made me think, but like, as far as like more trans stuff, they read books and stuff, but about like transgender people, but as far as like real, like, I don't think they understand everything. Yeah. Are they both on the same level? Yeah, I don't think they understand everything, but they understand enough for me to feel comfortable. Um, are you gonna get bottom surgery? Um, I don't know. That's for me. Initially, I was like, hell yeah. Then I was like, nah. And now I'm just like, you feel me? I don't know. I'm considering it really. The problem with people when they ask this question is that when they think bottom surgery, they're sitting there thinking like bottom surgery. There's different types of bottom surgery. I'm not sure the number, but there are several different types of bottom surgery. And then there's different types of surgery within one surgery. You know what I'm saying? So like when people think bottom surgery, they think of a full on penis. Not everybody when they get bottom surgery gets a full penis. Some of them just want to stand up, so they get like a little thing. Like it's not even an insertable sexual length. Like it's different types of bottom surgery. So for me, I'm not sure yet. But I mean, if I got bottom surgery, I can tell you I would not be doing dick updates for y'all, and I would not be sitting there trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, like, where what goes on downstairs is you feel me? I'm open, but what goes on downstairs is really not the public's business. You feel me? Like I'm open enough, but I just feel like that's hella like me and a stranger talking about my dick, like. Nah, I'm not really with it. Some people is to each his own, but that's not really for me. You know what I'm saying? If you're a guy, what gender do you like, boy or girl? I don't understand why. What's with the if you're a guy part in the beginning? Like that don't really make sense to me because what does a guy have to do with liking a female or male? Niggas is gay, females is gay. That's just like dudes, girls like girls, girls like guys, non-genders like non-genders, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a guy, it doesn't have anything to do with who I like. I like women, always like women. I like the ladies. Simple. But I thought I should clear that up that my gender don't have nothing to do with me liking girls. I just happen to like girls. Some trans guys, some guys period like guys. Like that don't have nothing to do with it. Um oh, and then to say or trans men or trans women, I'm not gonna date a dude, period. Like nah, that I don't like dudes. But for as far as trans women, I mean, I've never, I really haven't even had like a lot of conversations with transgender women before, but I'm an open-minded person. Shit, yeah, I date a trans woman. Um, do you believe in Jesus Christ? Yes, I pray like every night. I would not be able to do this journey without him. I don't care how abomination or against the Bible it is. Jesus, God, Lord, everything, praise the Lord, been by my side through this entire journey, bro. Like for real. I couldn't do it without it. How do you feel about just saying you're always gonna be a woman to me? I don't know. Who says that? I mean, I don't know. Who says that? Is that something that I don't know? Uh, it's it's kind of like the thing where like if you're gonna tell your family member like yeah, like I'm transitioning, I'm gonna be your nephew now, and they be like, you're always gonna be my niece. Like it's comforting or something. I mean, uh, somebody said that. Like I said earlier on Aiden page, I mean, they said any trans man, they say it to us every day. If somebody tell me that Javion or somebody on the channel, Torian, Drew, always gonna be a female, then they calling me a female too. You feel me? You can't talk about the next trans man. That's really talking to every single transgender. So it's like when you see somebody insulting another transgender about their gender identity or how they whatever they do, they insulting you too. So literally, you hear that thing every day. But I was in the beginning, I was like, who said that? Like, who says that? Because like those people that are saying that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't have anything to do with me because you can't understand shit. It's like really like you cannot challenge what you don't have the capacity to think about. You cannot challenge my gender. You don't even have the capacity to use your knowledge to think about the concepts. You just ignorant. You feel me? Like I can't. That don't have nothing to do with me. That's all I'm trying to say. Like okay, whatever. Um. So what's the most stressful thing being transgender in your family knowing? I would say it's not really stressful, but it's like kind of creates like a some awkward thing. It's that you don't really, the first time you come back around them, especially like holiday season, you're not gonna know like how bad the pronouns are gonna be, or how much they're just gonna mess up and butcher your name and stuff like that. I would say that's more awkward. It's not, I don't stress about it, but it's like damn, I'm gonna be in this awkward ass situation, like stuff like that. But um, yeah, I would say that just seeing how much they're gonna mess up, and probably like the new family members that you only see once a year, how they're gonna take it, like just the reactions of people, depending on how much you care about your family. Basically, I mean, like if you're really family oriented and you really want your auntie and your uncles and your cousins to love you, then you probably gonna stress about it more. But if you're kind of like my family, that's not so family oriented, you probably won't give a shit. So I think it kind of depends on the person. Would you ever get pregnant yourself? No. Do you think your transition has an end? That's interesting. Do you think your transition has an end, or 20 years from now, will you still consider yourself trans? That's interesting. That's cool. I don't know if it says or. Okay. Does my transition have an end? I mean, I'm kind of hoping that everything that happens with my face gets done by June 8th, 2016, which is like, that's my 1 year mark. And I just want my shit to be more this, and in my dreads, I mean, that's not part of the transition, but it kind of is. I just want shit to get longer, basically my hair. I like my voice. It could go a little deeper. Tomato, tomato. Um, I see that as my endpoint. I will not be making any more update videos after that, except on this channel. But the funny thing about this question is, or 20 years from now, will you still consider yourself trans? Whether I'm transitioning or I transitioned, I'm still transgender. There's never gonna be a time where I was born a biological male. I always had that, was a little girl for 17 years. You know what I'm saying? Like even 20 years, I lived longer as male. You know what I'm saying? Like presenting in society, so to speak. I'm still always going. That's you're transgender. Like you transgender, transforming, like changing your gender. I've always, no matter what I say to people, no matter what you identify as or whatever, if I try to drop the label, at the end of the day, you still change your gender. Or, oh, I've always been a man. Yeah, I know I have on the inside, but just physically, what I'm saying. Like physically, I changed it. So like, I feel like you always just, regardless of what you say, you're always gonna be trans, and just a transgender male. You different. You a hybrid. You feel me? What can teachers do to help trans kids in the classroom, or the overall school environment? Ask the kids pronouns. Like kids don't want to hear the wrong pronouns. Even if they look like a straight female, they might be a dude. You should ask the kids pronouns. Teachers should ask the kids pronouns. All right, I'm gonna stop saying that. Oh, and let them say their preferred names. Maybe girl name could be Jacqueline. She want to be called Joseph or something. You know what I'm saying? Like she might be a he, so you should ask. So that's it. I try to get through those questions. I hope I didn't skip any. That's all the messages I had. I hope my opinions was cool. I hope I taught y'all something. I hope that person that's struggling with not being able to transition, I hope they get a more positive perspective, because I understand how that can be, feeling like that disconnect and they feel like it'll never end. Hit me up if you need it, if you watch this video, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, thank you for tuning in to Seven Trans Guys, specifically for tuning into this video. Stay tuned for all my brothers' videos. Watch Jake's video in front of me. Yep, this your Monday guy Coley, and I'm signing out.